Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show. Welcome to my show. Well, Texas is slowly reopening, but if anything good came from the pandemic in the last 2 months is people were forced to kind of look around the house and say, what am I going to do with that wall? It's been a long time since we did anything with that wall. So to talk about that right now, Damien de Klerk, he's with Pro Painting. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it, Jeff.
I think, well, when people are busy and they're running around, they're not really thinking so much about home improvement. I saw a lot of people during this last 2 months start to work on the house.
Absolutely. Yeah, a little bit of DIY, and you know, starting to do chores around the house and that you weren't able to do before, and looking outside, getting some sun.
Yes.
You know, you realize you need something done on the outside of your house, but that 20-foot space is just not going to work for you, right?
and your company business is booming right now.
Absolutely. We're doing great, Jeff. We love what we do. Our painters love it. Our customers love us. It's not work for us. It's fun. And, you know, we get out there, we've got a great system, some hard workers, and we just do it right the first time, and totally takes the pain out of painting.
I love it. We're going to show some pictures from your website. Just beautiful work. And you guys consider yourselves artists. I mean, there's a right way and a wrong way to do any job, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we just, we're sticklers for following specifications of the paint.
Yes.
We're going to get it done right the first time. We're going to cover up the flaws. We're going to really take care of our customers. And that's number one for us. And when we see that smile, man, it just enlightens our heart and reminds us this isn't work. This is what we love doing.
Wow. And it really pays off to hire a professional. I got to confess, in one of my first markets, I was broke and I was trying to paint, and I got the cheapest paint, and it was so watery, right? I had to put on like 5 coats. I would have saved money had I just gone to a pro.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, do you end up fixing a lot of do-it-yourself jobs?
We do. I mean, look, I always encourage people to go out there and try it for themselves. You know, it's fun to get out and paint a room and you feel proud of yourself, and put some music on and enjoy it, you know. But when we come in there, we have project managers that are going to work with our crew. The customer works with our project manager. Our quotes are detailed and itemized, so you know exactly what you're buying. It's been so loose in the industry since the beginning.
Yes.
Well, we're here to change it. And the future of the painting industry is what we are. We take the pain out of painting as our tagline for that reason. From beginning to end, it's a great, fun experience.
Well, one of the things I've always been impressed about with you is integrity, because I think when anybody invites a contractor into the home, they're nervous that there's 2 sets of prices, one for regular people and one for super wealthy people, and just games that people can play. But you're a man of faith. That's not you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and our detailed itemized quotes hold us accountable to that. We can confidently go in and show the customer how we calculated everything. And when they look at the ceiling, they say, hey, that little entryway, it costs $60 to paint. Oh, okay. And then this costs a different amount. And when they add it all up, they can see that the price is right. So it's better to do less painting than to sacrifice quality for quantity.
Tell us about the integrity piece. Does that come from mom or dad? Just how you were raised?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I follow the standards of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I try and put that servant leadership right into every part of my company, and just to love others first, and to serve others with a heart, with a giving heart, is number one in us. And it's not perfect. It's challenging always.
Yeah.
But that's the goal, and that's what we love doing, and that's what inspires us. It's
That's
not about the money.
And I think that's why you've been so richly blessed with success, because you're doing the right thing, do unto others. Let's talk about your rugby career, because before you were a successful entrepreneur, you were a rugby player. And not everybody can say that. I mean, that's a tough sport.
It is. I miss the rugby. I wish I could put those boots on and get back out there. But I came here to America in 2001. To play rugby in the Super League, and I played a couple of years there. Met my beautiful wife in Dallas, playing against the Dallas team.
Oh, cool!
And that's how I got to Dallas. So I ended up playing for the Dallas Harlequins rugby team.
Awesome.
Loved playing with the guys. Great friends and great networkers in business. That rugby's a family around the world. I just picked up at 21 years old with $1,500 in my back pocket and went to Aspen, of all places. And it's like I made a life for myself, but also through the rugby guys, they were able to love me and bless me with their experience and learning life.
Yes.
The ups and downs that we've come through to get from where I was to where I am right now. Pro painting is the accumulation of everything in my life. That is.
Well, I have a philosophy that anybody who's played a team sport is probably a better entrepreneur than somebody who's never played team sports, because as is true on the rugby field, it's true in a company, is that everybody has a job to play, and if somebody's not performing their job, somebody can get hurt.
Yep.
Business can go under.
Exactly.
Has it taught you some lessons about how to run a business?
Diligence, for sure. Absolutely. It's hard work and training, everything. So I say to my painters, like, I got an easy job for you, right? But they know very well everything that we do. We make it look easy, but in the background, we have so many systems and processes and skills and all that in place at the right time to make it look easy. And when you can make your product look easy, you've done it. I walked to a house yesterday, and I just looked at the work, and I've been working with this painter to help him do better, and I almost had tears in my eyes just looking. I was like, man, I'm so proud of you, brother.
That's cool.
Great job.
Well, I got to say that Damien is very humble as well. I think when we first met at a networking organization, I said, what do you do? He says, I'm a painter. And I was like, okay, well, that's not exactly true. He's got a big company. How many people do you employ these days?
Sure. We have 3 project managers.
Perfect.
And my wife helps me as well, and we have 25 crews.
Wow. That
we shoot around the Metroplex, and we love working with them, and they make us look good, man.
That's awesome. How old are your kiddos?
So my son Garrett, he's 14.
Okay.
He's a big ice hockey fan.
Okay.
So Stars all day long. We're there, and unfortunately we didn't get to the playoffs this year, but no one did.
Right, that's true.
Exactly. So and then my daughter Charlize, she's she just bought her first car. She's turning 16, so it's like, wow. I mean, it's happening so quick.
Did either of them show an interest in the family business? I mean, do they work for you during the summer or anything like that? Or
they help out. My son will get up there. I'll give him the sander and get him learn a bit of painting before he does the business side. But my daughter, actually, she makes his shirts. She printed this on you.
That's cool.
So she does a couple of little logos for us and helps out. They love helping out.
I love it.
We make it look fun.
Well, you've been a great guest. We're going to put the website up. It's dfwpropainting.com. Damien, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. Really a great honor to be here with you. Thank you, brother.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.